Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host, DeltaTDS, and today we've got yet another Hoenn regional match. We've got the Palace Maven Spenser going up against the Hoenn Elite Four Phoebe. We've had another Hoenn Elite Four 2 games ago that moved on to round 3. Spenser is going with the Mega Venusaur as Phoebe is going with a Mega Sableye. Spenser's got a pretty interesting looking team with a Suicune and a Slacking. And then Phoebe's a Ghost type specialist. So once these trainers are ready, we can begin match number 59. Spenser leading off with the Crobat as Phoebe leads off with that Minette. And Crobat immediately starting off with Toxicking the Minette as it goes for that Destiny Bond. Crobat going for double team and Minette knocking off Crobat's Bright Powder. Crobat is becoming very evasive right now. Still going for double teams. Minette is just trying to deal as much damage as it can to Crobat. X's are not going to do a lot, but gets disabled thanks to Minette's Cursed Body. And Minette is down to 1%. As it sets up a Destiny Bond, which can't really do anything. 6 turns in, we've got our first Pokemon fainted. Phoebe sending in the Miss Magius as it gets toxic just immediately. This Crobat is going to be very annoying to deal with. Crobat going for another double team. God, I've seen Stormtroopers land more hits than this. This Crobat, it's just hell. Untouched by the Miss Magius. Crobat takes out that Miss Magius with so much ease. Immediately just toxicking the Drifblim. Not even letting it live. Not letting it breathe. We might have to put a limit on double team. Drifblim finally lands the Thunderbolt. After 15 turns, this Crobat is finally out of there. The biggest threat to Phoebe's team is gone. Spenser sending out the Slacking. Drifblim is out here, 36% toxic, now 0%. It gets that Aftermath off as it falls to that knockoff. Phoebe sitting in Sableye, getting intimidated as it goes for the Will-O-Wisp, but it's immune. Oh right, it's a fire type. Sableye Mega Evolving and going for Nightshade, then switching out to the Chandelure, who is resisting that play rough. Chandelure going for the Hex on that Suicune, dealing a little under a third as it switches out to that Dusknoir, risking the leftovers as Suicune goes for that Calm Mind. Scald will do 43% to that Dusk as Thunderbolt deals 42.9. Scald doing under half as Suicune barely survives thanks to that leftovers, but does fall to a Shadow Sneak. Phoebe still has 4 Pokemon she has to go through if she wants to take Game 1. Lapras with the Quick Claw going for Ancient Power, and Dusknoir falling to a second Ancient Power as it gets Lapras down to a third of its health. I mean, really unfortunate against that Crobat. Spenser saw the opportunity and decided to be the reason a new rule was made mid-tournament. Chandelure coming out here with the Flamethrower, getting that burn on the Lapras. Very clutch burn for him. My bad. Arcanine is sent out here. Chandelure is on 4% right now. Flamethrower is gonna do 30% as it falls to a crunch. Now it's all up to Sableye here. Up against 3 Pokemon. Play Rough is gonna do over half as Nightshade does 31%. But another Play Rough will take it out, and Spenser takes game number 1. Alright, we are back on the field for game number 2. I talked with, the others, and we now have a new rule thanks to Spenser. Only 1 double team per Pokemon. Make it a little bit more fair. We saw Suicune has Calm Mind and leftovers. I'm not remembering much. I just remember the double team spamming Crobat. But once these trainers are ready, we can begin game number 2. Hopefully with this new rule, Phoebe might be able to, do something against that Crobat. Sending out the Dusknoir and switching into the Drifbloom as Venusaur goes for Leech Seed. We didn't see Venusaur last game at all, so it is still a surprise to Phoebe what it could be. Sludge Bomb dealing 30% to that Drifbloom as Psychic deals over half, but it does heal up thanks to that Leech Seed. Going for another Psychic, dealing under half this time. Another Sludge Bomb will do a quarter. Drifbloom is down to 19%. Switching out the Venusaur into the Lapras. Leech Seed is doing quite a lot to this Drifbloom as it falls to Lapras' Ancient Power. Almost 60 matches in, and we still have not seen an Ancient Power boost. Not one. We've seen Quick Claw activate almost every time, and it's got the same chance to. Miss Magus with the Shadow Ball will take out that Mega Venusaur. It's currently 5v5 right now, much more even than last game. Spenser is sending in that slacking as Phoebe switches in to that net. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words right now. As Banette disables that knockoff and it switches into that Crobat. Crobat going for the Toxic to finish off that Banette. Jesus, so much is happening. Okay. Chandelure with the Flamethrower does take out that Crobat. Spenser feeling bad last game, not going for a single double team. And he sends in that Arcanine to take on the Chandelure. Chandelure looks like it's scarfed, going for that flamethrower, as Crunch almost takes out that Chandelure. Another flamethrower dealing another 30% as Chandelure falls to a second Crunch. Phoebe down to her 4th Pokemon right now. A Shadow Ball does take out that Arcanine. And it is once again back to being even. Now we do know this Slacking does have knockoff, which does take out the Mismagius, revealing that it does have Life Orb, which we saw earlier. Sableye burning that Slacking with Will-O-Wisp. Switching out the Sableye into the Dusknoir to take that knockoff. Dusknoir revealing to have the Expert Belt. Going for the Fire Punch. Just hoping to get some damage off on the Slacking. Going for a crit Fire Punch, and with that it does take out that Slacking. It is now 2v2 right now. Spenser still has Suicune and a Lapras. Going for the Shadow Sneak, getting as much damage as it can before it falls to the Scald. Now it's all up to the Sableye here. Mega Evolving and getting burned. Going for that Nightshade. Both Pokemon are about at the same amount of HP. Suicune going for Shadow Ball, dealing 16% as Nightshade goes for another quarter. Sableye going for that Recover. This might be I guess just whoever can come out on top. Suicune changing it up, going for the Calm Mind. Sableye recovering almost to full health. And now that Scald is dealing over a third for that Sableye. As Suicune is down to about a quarter of health. Going for another Recover. This Scald is going to do quite a bit of damage to this Sableye. Just under half. Nightshade still doing about a quarter. And a final Scald will take out that Sableye. Spenser takes game number 2, which means he moves on to round 3, where he will be facing off against either Faulkner or Swordward. I forgot that guy existed, but now I remembered him, and now I feel sad. Join us tomorrow, where we will be seeing the Kanto Gym Leader Sabrina going up against the Pokemon Trainer Hawk. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.